Hi, friends. Hope this finds you well. Attempting to go live on Instagram. I have a new setup, so bear with me as I attempt that. Oh, looks like Instagram's working today. Yay. So just bear with me as I try and figure out my new setup and all of that. We're kind of a little discombobulated today, so I apologize. Apologize for arriving late. I was looking for something and I couldn't get to it. It's buried in a closet. But yeah, I will have to get to that later. I'll have to remember the camera's here and not. I have a screen here now and a screen here. Not quite sure. I guess I could lift this up and give you a mini tour. Kind of attached. Let's see. All right. So, yeah. So here we are. Here's my desk. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. And then over there, see if I can get it. Where the TV is where my desk used to be. So, and there's the couch and the wall you guys would see. So now I gotta get my wall behind me all pretty and all that fun jazz. But here we are. And then this is my table camera that you can see. So I apologize about that. Sorry, friends at Instagram, if I made you a little dizzy. Hey, Terry, welcome. So today we're going to attempt to make a mixed media piece. So you will need a small canvas or a journal or whatever. I would say, still learning my new space here. You'll need you'll need some paint for the water. So grab a blue of some sort. This one is, I like Deco Art Americana. This is their Grecian blue, and probably a darker one. Guess this is darker. I don't even know where my paint pad is. Isn't that funny? I really don't know where anything is at the moment. Except for what is immediately in front of me. So, grab some paper towel. I should have a... I apologize. I was trying to get this all ready before I went live. Then I saw it was time. Yeah, still working on my setup here. Where did that go? Give me 1 sec. Yay! Looking for a palette pad. Alrighty. So why don't we go down to the table and we'll get started here. All right. Let me... All new setup. Gotta figure this out. Thank you for everyone joining me. Okay. Looks like it switched cameras, but... Oops, what's that? Okay. See if I can get that as bright as possible. All right. Bear with me as I learn my new setup here. Figure out where everything's going to go. All right. Hopefully this will work. How is everyone doing? It was just right. Story of my life. I know, right? Let's see. I'll show comments right on stage. Thank you to my friends over at Instagram and YouTube. Hopefully Facebook connected okay. Yeah. So here we are. So just a small canvas. What we're going to do is learn where everything is. We just need a brush that we can paint our water. We will paint our water first. I'm going along, just making it up as I go along. Maybe we'll use this blue. A little chunky. There. Add some water to it. Always make sure that you separate your coffee and your water. It's a little more water. Smooth it out some. All right, let's paint. Ooh, this is a pretty one. This is the Peacock Blue from Craft Smart. It's okay if it's not perfect because we're going to add some of the lighter Grecian blue in here. But I'd recommend at this time to just go ahead and paint your sides. Oops, sorry, I went off screen there. Hi, friends. See all kinds of friends joining on Instagram. Yeah. How was your weekend? Happy summer. So we're making a mermaid tail, and it's the second day of summer, I guess, right? Summer solstice was the 21st. I had a good paint and sip over the weekend. We painted on glass. And I had some fun creations going on. Wine glasses, cookie jar. There are some chunks in this because the paint was needed some water to bring life back to it. So just trying to brush out the chunks. And I would say go right ahead and mix in your other color now while the paint's still wet. As I get it on my lovely messy table, right? Just lightly kind of, if you want it to look a little like water, could also add in some white. I don't know, different, whatever you want. Okay. And then we got to let that dry some. So we'll put that to the side. We'll let it dry. While we're letting that dry, we can go ahead and put your paint to the side for a second while we're letting that dry, and get out all your scraps. We'll find some scraps to make into our mermaid. So I got a nice full piece like this. That's kind of fun. Let's see what else I've got. Lots and lots of stuff. Since I can't get to my scrap paper, I do have this. This has a lot of scraps in it too. Have already, these are from left it like jelly print trials and failures. I don't want to do blue. I'm sure that I can. Let's see. Could do like a greenish fan. I think we don't have to do anything that's conventional. We don't want to. Let's see. All right. Ooh, this might be pretty. This one. These are fun. These are just me testing out different things, different shapes. But this would be a fun tail and some golden hair. We do with those. Or ooh, might be too close to the color. I even keep my old paint palettes for whatever comes my way. I also do a purpley tail. I'm thinking we don't want to do blue though. All right. Maybe we'll do this first. I don't know if we'll do hair. Yep. We're playing this by ear, right? All right. So get a pencil and sketch out kind of the basic design that we want. I think I want to do this as my mermaid's tail. I think I just want the tail to kind of fill in the whole thing. So I'm just going to sketch it out. Now I'm going to see if I can do this. I want to flip the camera, but I don't know if it'll let me. So that it's, I'll fix that later. Too far. All right. I wanted to flip it so like you guys saw what I saw, but that'll have to come later. Yeah, so kind of just sketch that out. Now I'll cut that out. If I have scissors. I don't even know if I have scissors right now. And some little old tiny crafting scissors. I want to find all my stuff. But if I was to do hair, I think I would use this one. But I did these prints just playing with a jelly plate. You can look back in my old videos and see how to do that. Should do another video on that here in the future. I do videos on jewelry, on painting, crafting, journaling, all kinds of stuff. So make sure you go back through and check them all out. There we go. There's that. We'll go through and erase pencil marks. And we're still, whoop, sorry, folks. Just kidding. We're still waiting for that to dry. Just whacked my head on that. Sorry about that. Here, I guess. No, not that one. This one. Take some time here. All right, let's get these out of the way. And that's still a good piece to keep for a future project. Only if you have space. All right, I think that she might be too big for here. Yep. So we're gonna have to get off the bottom here. There we go. Perfect. All right. I think we could do scales on her. What color scales should we do? Ooh, this is a pretty color. All right, we'll use this. Scrap. Oh, that's like the same color that our, yeah, that's not gonna work. Do we have a green? If maybe we can do it in that green. I'm just pulling out my paint pens now. And oh, you shared the needle, the thread. Oh, thank you, Terry. All right. I think this one will work. So let's see. We'll go this way. So these have acrylic paint in them. So I'm just going right over top of my paper already. Already painted with acrylic paint. There we go. How are we doing here? Still working on that. Today's a quick project. So you will need next some Mod Podge or Aleens Decopage. And you can put that right on your paint palette. And we're going to use it just like paint. Usually have, well, I use it as a sealer and blue. So I keep separate paintbrushes that I mark. I put a bit of tape on the end of this one that I mark so I know that they're the ones that I use my glue with. So I'm using Aleens Matte Decopage. Sorry, as I said, I'm still trying to get used to my setup here. Come back this way a little. Just trying to figure out how to go about doing this. All right. Sorry for all the jiggly juggly. So you can see it's still got some shine to it. Maybe. There we go. There it is. So it's still a little wet. What we can do is put glue on the back of our mermaid tail. Get it all ready. And I do have a heat gun somewhere. So you could take a hairdryer or a heat gun and dry it. I want to stick this on the very edge. There we go. And then I take this and go right over top of it too to try and help seal it in and flatten it out on the painting. So it's like a varnish, I guess you could say. Sure. And it'll dry clear, no worries. Looks kind of messy at the moment. Hey, Roberta. So glad you could join us. How's everybody doing this morning? What are you guys working on? I have friends in all kinds of locations right now. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Thanks for everybody joining in. Happy summer. Can't believe it's summer. So one of the reasons to wait, as you can see, it's wiping off some of the paint, but I'm going to actually just go with that. I don't know. I like how that kind of looks. But you could also go back through if you wanted some of your paint. You could, I don't know, add in some fun. Make it look like it's all one. You can, I think, adding in some pink of some sort, but it's all wet. So let's hope it dries a little here. I feel like adding some pop of color is going to help. I could always add a pop of color in our paint too. Could add a little, oh no, add yellow to the water. Not quite sure what I want to do. There's a drop of yellow, maybe. Maybe some deep purple in the water. I don't know. So that's part of my process is, I don't know. It's called playing with what I have. All right. So I don't want it to turn green either. This is just me playing. So folks, that's all you have to do is just play. And just be careful when you add yellow because it will turn green eventually. I could like adding in the darker purple too. I can make it flow like the tail. Still feel like hot pink. Hot pink would be, or some kind of pink. I'm gonna do it with my paintbrush versus the paint pen so I don't ruin my paint pen because everything's still wet. Thanks for all the friends that are joining us on Instagram. Needs something to help it pop. I'm not quite sure what. It's like, I don't know. I feel like, what do you guys think? Any thoughts? Ooh, I want to stick a word right in the middle of that. What word? I have no idea. Why? I have no idea why I want to do that, but I do. Any thoughts? Oh, thank you guys. Oh, that's fun that you're settling into your new home, Roberta. I'm so glad. Yeah, it takes time to figure out where everything goes. I don't know if this will work. I feel like a word. What word? I have no idea. Any thoughts? Could be as simple as the word swim. What we could do, let's get a scrap. No, why don't we write summer? I feel like summer would work. All right. So it could be that you cut something out of a magazine, or that you make it yourself. Whatever excites you. Not mean for those scraps to fly on there. But I feel like, yeah, just gives it enough. So where's my blue brush? I'll put the decoupage on the back. And it is permanent marker, so you would hope that it will not smear. Yes. The pink went over it, though. That's okay. It's okay. It's a little messy. And there, here, I'll turn it around. And there we have it, friends. How fun is that? Ready to splash. I feel like a little white would help. I feel like it needs some white or something. Hold on before we say goodbye. Maybe if we add in streaks. Yes. Getting paint on my pink pen. I know. Add in some white dots. Ooh, gold would work too. I think we need to add in some gold. Clean off your pink pen. Let's add in some gold. I feel like, yes. Oh, yeah. Just give it a pop of gold. That's what it needed. Like, it needed something. I wasn't quite sure what. And I think it's the gold. Oh, yeah. That just gives it that middle tone that it was missing. There we go. Clean off your paint pen. Oh, yeah. The gold definitely did it. There we go. What do you think, friends? Oh, Terry, Just Keep Swimming would have been a lot of fun too. But thank you for saying that summer's perfect. Thank you for adding. All right, folks. Thank you for joining in. That's a mixed media piece. We use decoupage. We use paint pens. We use all kinds of stuff. Paint, paper, scraps. And we came up with a fun little, there you are, summer painting. Yay! Can you believe it's summer now? All right, folks. So glad that you could join me today. I look forward to seeing you next week. Next week, we will have a journaling project. So make sure you bring your art journals along, or if you have a Create This book, we will probably do something in there. But yeah, that was fun. A little mixed media project. Anyways, have a great week and I'll see you next week. Oh, hi, Mom. Oh, thank you, Terry. Thank you for your kind words about my lighting and the colors. Thank you. I appreciate it. All righty. Have a great week, guys. I'll see you next.